Hello everyone, this is Joel with SB Reviews. We're going to be comparing the UWANT mop vacuum cleaner with the Tineco iFloor 3 mop vacuum cleaner. We're going to be testing all different features, testing out the suction, and really putting these to the test. Okay, so first of all, we're going to do a docking comparison for the two.
Start charging.
And then for the Tineco, you have to put it on top of this dock here. So obviously with the charging dock, where this is more like garage shape, you don't even have to worry about lifting it up. You don't have to worry about a mess. You know, with something like this where you have to constantly lift it up, you might get water everywhere. So I do think that the UWANT wins in this category. And on top of that too, with the Tineco, you actually have to connect a charger to this. It's not like a wireless charging, which is where you can just put this on here and automatically plug up at the bottom there. So the UWANT just makes it a little bit more easier. Now we're going to test out the handle comparison. You can see we have the UWANT here with its design. And then we have the Tineco. So for the UWANT, which is pretty unique, you can actually bend this back and forth. So it's pretty flexible. You can also lock it into place. So that way when you're moving it around, you're not going to get any type of wrist strain. So you can just bend it like that. Makes it pretty flexible. Then you can lock it back into place. Then you have the Tineco here, which is a fixed handle. So, you know, if you're using this for a long time, your hand and your wrist can get worn out, and that can go all the way until about here. We'll start hitting it, so we can't get all the way to the other side. And then next we have the UWANT, how we're able to go all the way down, and you could go all the way across if you wanted to. So that's pretty cool. I've never actually seen that for a mop vacuum cleaner. I'll give you guys a little bit better POV, but you can see how that can go all the way across. So that way you can effectively get any type of mess. Okay, so now we're gonna be testing the suction in terms of what it can actually pick up effectively. So first of all, we have milk. Then next we have ketchup. Next we have ranch.
Start cleaning.
Then we just have regular water.
At your service, smart mode. Start cleaning. U100 at your service, smart mode. Start cleaning.
So as you can see, they both perform quite well around corners and crevices. In terms of flexibility, I do think that the UWANT performs a little bit better, and you can get up the messes a lot faster because of the different speed modes and of its overall power. Both of these do have removable brush rolls. So for the Tineco, so what we need to do is push down on here, and then that comes out, and then we can lift this up. And then for the UWANT, you just press that and it comes out on this side. And you can see right away the size difference between the brush rolls. And for the UWANT, because this dock is completely removable, it makes it easy to clean. And once you're done, you simply just put it back into place. And you know, for the Tineco and most other mop vacuum cleaners, the docks aren't separable from the charging base. So that can actually make it a little bit more difficult in terms of cleaning. Another unique thing about the UWANT is that it has one-touch self-cleaning with 60 degrees Celsius hot air drying. And what that's going to do compared to other mop vacuum cleaners like the Tineco is that it's going to get rid of odors, buildup, all while keeping the decibel noise under 74. And so for the Tineco, this is a lot wetter, so it doesn't fully dry, which can lead to odors, mold, and it tends to be a little bit noisier. And what's pretty cool is that for the UWANT, it has a built-in deodorizing stick. So that way it's going to help eliminate smells and nasty things that may be in there, even if you accidentally left the dirty water in there over time. But if we were to compare that to the Tineco, they don't really have anything like that in here. And the Tineco actually fills up a lot faster in terms of the dirty water. And then the UWANT max dirty water bin is all the way up here. And for the UWANT, the dirty water bin and also in the solution container are actually all in one. So once you fill the solution container, you simply just put it back onto the cleaner. But for this, you have to take these both out individually.
Initiating self-maintenance or activation. Cleanliness intelligence detection inverters. Roller brush cleaning in progress.
Put this back here, but for the Tineco, I have to put this back and I have to put this one back down here. Another thing to note too is that for the UWANT, you can see here, we have a couple of different modes here. We have the regular mode, the smart mode.
Power mode.
We have a turbo mode, which speeds us up. Then we have a dry mode, just for the suction. And you can see just how this is able to self-propel itself really easily. And we have a volume mode.
Volume down. Voice. Volume up. Volume down.
We have a button here where we can select how much solution that we want to put
Low water
out.
output. Normal water output. High water output.
And for the Tineco, there's really not that many features. I mean, when you turn it on, all you have is just the solution button. So when you press it, it'll start releasing the solution. And then you press it again, it'll just use like a dry mode. And it doesn't self-propel itself as well as the UWANT. So in terms of functionality, both of these are pretty good, but the UWANT does outperform the Tineco in terms of the suction, the speed, and the overall performance. And there's a lot more adjustability with it. It's easier to access the dirty water bin since it is combined with the solution bin. And I feel like you're saving a little bit more time in terms of the speed in which you're cleaning up the mess. For the Tineco, the only thing that I would say is a little bit better than the UWANT is the fact that the surface area of this front part here is a little bit longer than the UWANT. So it can cover a wider area of a mess. In terms of weight, they're honestly about the same. I don't really notice that much of a difference. If you're talking about like flexibility, the UWANT is better in that because I can adjust the handle like that. And in terms of like getting under stuff like tables, couches, whatever it is, your bed, the UWANT definitely does take the cake with that because it's able to go all the way down to the floor. I've never actually seen that with any type of vacuum mop or vacuums in general. They usually lift up off the ground once they go low enough, but with this, it's not the case. With the Tineco, it did start lifting up, so it's not completely 180 degrees in terms of reach. And I mean, both of these overall perform quite well. This depends on what you want in terms of functionality and performance. If you want something with more capability, get the UWANT. If you want simplicity and something maybe a little bit more slimmer, then the Tineco can be a good option too.